everybody? Salute to y'all for tuning in. You guys are watching the J.A. and Friends Sneaker Podcast. Appreciate y'all for pulling up early with us. Just want to welcome our co-host here, Mr. Bread and Butter. How you doing
What's
today?
What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? It's a beautiful Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And then also salute to my man Supreme Brooklyn for pulling up on us. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Blessings, man. Glad to be here. It's been a minute.
Big blessings. So we appreciate everybody in the chat. Yeah, man. As always, it's good to see those familiar names. Salute to everybody in here. You guys already know what's going on. So to kick things off this week, who knows how long we're gonna go on this Tuesday night, but any new pickups for y'all boys?
Almost too many. I've been knowing that November was going to get crazy, but yeah, I've grabbed some. I mean, I grabbed the Black Toe 14s, but the store didn't have my size. I have my size coming. Fortunately, whenever I got there and they didn't have my size, they still had size. I grabbed a size 10, so that should be here tomorrow. But I grabbed a 9.5 for the review the day that they dropped. Man, those are dope. I don't know what y'all think about those 14s, but I really like them. And then I realized that I have like 3 New Balance collabs coming.
All right. Well, before we get into New Balance, since you just picked up the 14s, I'm sure that must have been a local Finish Line pickup.
Yes, sir. That was a local Finish Line pickup, but surprisingly, they only had 6 pairs, and I was doing yard work. You made fun of my long grass the last live stream, so I thought, man, I gotta get that stuff cut. So I was cutting my grass, and I thought right around 10 o'clock, I called, and I was like, you guys have the 14s, right? And he was like, well, yeah, we got them, but there was people lined up, and I don't know if there's any left. Well, he went and checked, and there was a 9.5 left, and I was like, please just like hide those for me, and I'll get there right away. So I got my review done, but my personal pair, I think, will be here tomorrow.
Okay. Supreme, you still buying every Jordan retro that comes out every day?
Getting real selective, bro. But yo, the 14s is a great shoe to play basketball in. And I remember the Black Toe 14s like from high school, bro. So that's actually a really good pickup. The last thing I got, bro, I'll be hooping. So I got some the KD on pearls, and then
nice.
You know, it's big on the Asics out here in New York, bro. So just a good pair of Asics. But, you know, I don't know. We'll probably talk about stuff that's coming out. But as far as what I got, the last thing I got was the On Pearl KD4s, which I feel like is a big sleeper. Because back in the day, everybody wanted that shoe. Now it's kind of sitting a little bit, but not as much, you know?
Right. Yeah, as far as the KDs, like the retros, it's kind of crazy because you would think that people would have a lot of nostalgia for stuff like that. And like, but I guess they're selling out kind of online, but let's say if you walk into like your local Finish Line or something like that, you may be able to grab a pair or something like that.
Right. I mean, God forbid, but if KD passed, you know they're gonna sell out, bro. Like how they did with the Kobe's.
Yeah, it'll turn into Kobe. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but nah. Yeah, right. Right.
Nah, for real, man. But that's crazy. So yeah, with the 14s, yeah, that's wild because you said you got them at Finish Line. They were sold out of your size, right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, and they only got 6 pairs. So I don't know if I have no idea what stock was. I never really pay attention to that. But 14s, a lot of times they don't make many of them, and there's a lot of people that are like diehards for that silhouette. So I don't know. I was surprised that they were gone that quick, but then in hindsight, it kind of makes sense that they disappeared like that. It's a really good looking shoe. And Jay, I mentioned on my review, like you and I were saying, we remembered a white Black Toe 14 that had the stitching on the side. Yeah. And I think people said that it was the 2006 release, but that's the one that sticks out in my head more. but at least I know I wasn't crazy. Like in my head, when I think of black toe 14s, I think of that stitching going down the side. But I guess the true OG was leather.
All right, yeah, that 2006 pair, that was my pair right there. That was exactly the ones I had. Yep.
Yeah.
Man, so it's crazy to see them come back. But yeah, you said 6 pairs at your local Finish Line. So does that mean that them joints were a lot more tougher to grab than we thought?
I think they were. And that's like I made the comment. I thought that it seemed like they were in higher demand than what I expected. And a lot of people are like, no, the demand wasn't higher. They were just, way lower in stock. But I think it's kind of a combination of both. You know what I mean? Like if Jordan Brand would have thought we could sell 100,000 of these, they would have made 120,000 of them. You know what I mean? So I think it probably even caught Jordan Brand off guard a little bit. Like it's weird the way that things go up and down. But right now, a lot of Jordan retros are absolutely dead. But then you have a pair of 14s sell out. Like it's just kind of, you never know what's going to do good,
Yeah. Plus it's that time of year now too. Like, you know what I mean? People stocking up, getting ready for Christmas, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. I'm wondering, I also didn't even mention I had the Air Max 95s, the Allman Meuniers get here. And I'm wondering, are they going to drop those on sneakers?
That's a good question because we know they didn't sell out.
Right.
I feel like people on those collabs, man. The Your collabs.
You think people are just tired of them?
No, not tired of them. They not, you just gotta, how some people are, they wait for the right person to wear the collab and then boom, it'll start selling out. But the Your collabs, like all of them are like goated to me. Like all of them. Detailed, design, quality, like it's 10 out of 10 every time.
Yeah. Have you picked up any of the while you were sleeping?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The black threes, bro.
Tough. Yeah.
The best ones.
And that's the thing. I feel like I picked up a lot of shoes, and sometimes you open a box and you pull a pair of shoes out and you're just like, man, this is on a whole other level. I think those while you were sleeping threes are so good, and you can get them right now for like under retail. And man, I just think like if people realized how good that shoe is, it's just crazy to me where sneakers are at right now, because I think that's one of the best shoes of the year. Were they 200 or 215, Butter?
Bro, he ain't worrying about $5.
What's that?
15, bro. Mr. Bread and Butter not worried about no $15. He don't know.
I honestly have no idea. I would have to look, but all my stuff's tied up for this stream. So,
Mr. Bread and Butter ain't worried about a $15. Come on, salute to Deion Sanders, man.
You're gonna get me robbed, man.
Nah,
and people
ain't worried about that
like,
little 15.
Where's the safe? And I'll be like, no, it's just all these shoes,
Yeah, but speaking of the Meuniers, though, I think that collab was too ambitious. So first of all, there's too many releases. I don't know how many pairs they had total, but there was too many pairs. They're releasing too close together. I'm sorry to say it. Too ambitious of a collaboration. I think Meunier should only release maybe 3 pairs per year collabs.
Yeah. Well, and also we mentioned before, and I think it really holds true. If they would have dropped this while you were sleeping pack the year after the first threes dropped, what'd they call those threes? It was something about women, like
women raising their sons or something.
Yeah, raised by women, okay. Right? Isn't that what it was? But if they would have dropped this while you were sleeping pack the year after, it would have been, even the 39s would have like disappeared immediately. You know what I mean? So
you mean like strike?
I just think it's a thing where they took too long to come out with that. Sometimes you got to feed the fire while it's hot. You know what I mean? And I think they dropped that first. Everybody was calling that the sneaker of the year, the first three. And now, I mean, this black pair, it might not be as good as the first threes, but man, it is it's a crazy good pair of shoes. And people aren't even paying attention to it. You know what I mean? And it's just because they kind of strike while the iron was hot. They kind of, it cooled off, and now people are out. And two, I think it's also, sneakers are a good indicator of where the current economy, the current, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of indicates what everybody's going through. If it's a time where everybody's feasting, then sneakers are going to get snagged up real quick. But right now, people can't afford groceries. So, like, sneakers aren't really, like, at the top of the priority list. You know what I mean? But, like,
yeah, every industry is down right now, right?
What's that?
Yeah, like every industry is, you could say, is kind of at a decline currently. But
yeah,
you know, we just make everything so dramatic, though. You know, in the sneaker community, we just blow up everything. So,
right. Yeah. Now, I feel like they dropped it just to play on the other side. Pause. I feel like they dropped it at a great time because it's like everybody is asleep right now. A lot of people are more focused on like basics, focus on New Balances. Everybody's focused. Like runner sneakers, like everybody looking for that runner type of dad sneaker, or like a classic, like a Spezial or a Gazelle or Samba. Not as much people are gravitating to Jordans like they used to, and I feel like next year there might be a turn too, because it's like now when you go into sneaker store, I don't know if y'all going to sneaker stores nowadays. Sometimes just going there just to look.
I haven't been outside in like a year, bro.
I don't even.
Man, you need to touch grass, Jay.
Maybe I'll stop listening to him. But like when you go in sneaker stores, it's like you see mainly Asics on the wall. 3, 4, 5 years ago, you see more retros on the wall, more Jordans, stuff like that. So I feel like it was you know, like you said, while you were sleeping, like that's gonna be one of them. They're gonna look back. It's gonna be $900 when you won them, $1,000 by the time you turn around and get them. So
yeah,
I mean. But I get also what y'all are saying too. Should have strike while the iron's hot, but we also don't know about what Nike does because everybody, and I love Nike. All right.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, bro, with the corporate structure.
That's
because they're always too slow. They can't bring nothing to market quick enough because they're like, oh no, you have to prove yourself first. Then once by the time you've proven yourself, it's like that shit's burnt out already. And it's like, then they want to like go crazy with it. But you know, we move too fast nowadays, bro. Like, just everything is so fast. And the storytelling still matter to you guys when it comes to sneakers, because I feel like storytelling for Nike is like super important. I don't see New Balance and all these other brands relying as heavily on storytelling. So
storytelling.
What is your opinion on that? The storytelling matter.
Storytelling, but and I am not the average consumer. I am not like in my 20s still, whatever. I'm not that
but do you represent a large segment?
I am the guy that watched Jordan get all his rings. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the guy that watched Reggie Miller. I'm the guy that watched freaking like every single freaking championship. But storytelling, absolutely. That's why I grabbed these. You know what I mean? Like, you can get them for near retail, and it's insane. But just the story behind it.
I'm gonna full screen you, my man. Can we see those Fortnites up close?
Oh, the Fortnites. That's hilarious. I saw your story. Bro. I saw your story about the Fortnites.
Yo, bread and butter. How hard was it to get those back in the day? Because I don't think people really understand how hard it was to get like a good pair of Jordans. Like, people would bootleg them, or you know what I mean, or the pairs.
Well, yeah, I mean, growing up, like we did fine. My family did real good. My dad is probably the hardest working guy I've ever known in my life. Like we didn't go without, but we didn't have Jordan money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we didn't have, I had a friend who always had the newest Jordans. I had an uncle who always had the newest Jordans. I always had Air Trainers. I had Reebok black tops. Like I didn't have the pumps, but I had black tops that had the hexalite in them. Like it's at that time they were untouchable just because I mean they were expensive for the time. You know what I mean? Like they cost a whole lot of money. So me as a kid with a strict budget of this is how much you get for shoes each year, I didn't have Jordans back then, but like seeing people wearing back then, I mean, I had a pair of LA Gears that looked exactly like the Jordan 4s, like the Bread 4s, and they were LA Gears. But like, and that's another thing that was a shift in the culture, though. My friends thought my LA Gears looked cool, and they did look cool. You know what I mean? But like, it's just there's such a shift in culture, and like now, if you would try to wear something like an and one or something that looked like a Jordan that was, you know, like a knockoff or whatever you want to call it, then you'd have that guy stopping you on the street. What the hell? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
so you're saying Nike was really
Jordan
being
never
crazy
did
with the
that
prices.
move. He always says that, but yeah, I mean that's part of, actually it's not part of, it's all of why I'm into this now, is just for the nostalgia of it. And it's just as a kid, that's, you know, that stuff is burnt into your brain and into like who you are as you proceed through life. And it's just I couldn't erase that even if I tried. But I'm just glad it's where it is now, you know, because you can grab these for it ain't hard. You can grab these now and it won't like break the bank.
So the reason I asked about storytelling making a difference is because, again, back to these Amamon years before we switch to another subject, the first story was hitting on those threes. We still even remember it to this day. But
yeah,
after that, I don't really associate any of the stories with the releases. Just for me, I don't know if I'm missing out on something, but that story stuck out to me, and I don't really see where they went with it from there.
Now, I get what you. Also, it was something new too. It was something we didn't, because we had Union collab, we had Travis collab, and then it's like Amamon just came out of nowhere and it was like, oh, we're releasing threes. Now we're releasing fours and then twos, and
plus the timing it came out, like it had a real like cultural significance, you know, for the timing. So yeah. So I think a lot of factors kind of, it was like it was just lightning in a bottle at the time. And I don't know if it was enough to warrant that ambitious of a collab with While You Were Sleeping. 3 brands, Nike, Jordan, and Converse. I believe it's the biggest collab since the Off-White 10 officially coming out of that camp. As far as like the volume of releases.
Yeah.
And they're not done yet, because we still have, I guess the Converse are still dropping, the Air Force Ones, I believe.
Air Force Ones, that's the last one that I want.
All right, well, I guess people are still checking for it then. So I'm gonna just stop. Maybe I am sleeping. I guess we'll have to revisit this one like a year from now or something.
But just to go back to the storytelling, like storytelling is, I feel like it definitely is important, man. Because like same thing. That's why I went back and got infrared 6s, because Mike won his first championship in that. Mike won the dunk contest in white cement 3s. Like that's why I go back and get these too, because I'm like, I remember Kobe winning the championship in this and dropping 60 with these shoes on. Like, you know what I mean? That's just coming from a basketball perspective. One thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But
you know, it makes a difference. And it's funny because sometimes shoes that like mean so much, you'll have people, well, this is me speaking from my experience, but like I'll drop a video of a shoe that had real significance and I'll see bricks. And I'm just thinking, okay, like, I don't know how, I can't really explain to you why this shoe is so much to me, but you know, you're welcome to your own opinion. But it cracks me up when people are just like, oh, bricks. It's like, you have no idea. And I saw a lot of that with the 14s, the black toe 14s
with
as
a lot
well.
of hate,
I mean, people
like hate comments.
Oh, sure.
Really?
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Nah,
just saying
what
that,
they were saying,
like,
though.
people called him fugly and everything else. And it's just like, all right, man, but like, do you realize what Mike did in a 14 when he wasn't even supposed to wear it out yet? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The 14 was still supposed to be a secret whenever he put them on and went out and did his thing. But
it was based off of Ferrari too. That's the reason why it looked like that, because it was designed like a Ferrari. The leather quality,
right.
It's still one of the lightest Jordans to hoop in, period. And bro, like I remember people used to be fiending for 14s, the candy canes, the red and whites, So, and then
the white and green ones,
the white and green, and the white and baby blue,
forest green, I think.
Like,
I used to have a crazy pair of 14s back in the day too. Around that era, it was black and baby blue.
Oh yes,
those are like some weird, rare kind of like just a weird pair, but they were black. They had a suede material on them, and they had the baby blue.
I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
Crazy times. I think that's when like Mello, maybe they might have had something to do.
Yeah,
because they were they kind of went with that theme, and it was around that time when Mello was that boy, like, you know, maybe was 2 years in the league or a year in the league or something at that time. Yeah. But we're getting off subject, man. But them 14s, don't let nobody hate on those. And I learned something new because I didn't know that the back. What did you say about the butt of those sneakers on the 14s?
It's a tire tread, and then you have tail lights down below it.
Never knew that. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
man.
Cool, though.
Thank
nice.
You. Never knew that before. And I think the story, if I'm not mistaken, because when MJ rocked those, that's when I was like a kid and I looked at MJ like a superhero. Like, you know what I mean? So I think the story is that it was the year when he was rocking the 13s, but I think he busted them out in the finals, maybe, or in the playoffs. I think
it was the playoffs. Yeah,
because he didn't actually technically play in those the following season because he retired, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he had to just bring them joints out because they was just so fire. Like, so that was just when Jordan Brand was on another level. Like, kids that wasn't around at that time, y'all don't know the feeling, man. Like, that's
go back and watch the film. Go back and watch the film.
That was some wild times. I think that's how the story went, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, they would have had to have been like a prototype or something, maybe. You know, like they weren't even ready to hit the market because I don't think they dropped till the following year, maybe like a year after that or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think correctly. And I think he even said, like, I think they told him, like, you can't wear, like, nobody can see these yet, but this is what we have. And I think he was like, oh, okay. And he went out and he had him on his feet, like he liked them that much. And I think that in and of itself, I think is a really, really cool story. You know what I mean?
So storytelling does matter still then.
Yeah, yeah. And when you look at the 14s, I think when you go from 11 to 12, when you go from 12 to 13, you can see the gradual shift in design. But then when you get to 14s, it was kind of like, oh man, this is something new. This is something kind of futuristic. You know what I mean? And even now, I still think the 14s look modern if you have them on feet compared to other basketball silhouettes. I think they have really stood the test of time. I mean, it's a really cool design. Tinker Hatfield is the absolute freaking man. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
No, you're right. Pretty much, but I don't know because, it was just crazy times, man. Like them Jordans back then, classics, bro. But
what do you think the Olives will do?
That's what I was going to take it because since the 14s apparently sold out, Should we talk about that too? Because
yeah.
Because you have conspiracy theorists out there. You know, I actually didn't monitor the release. You know, like at one point, I was literally like monitoring the releases, like watching them to see if it felt like a real sellout, like an authentic sellout or not. But I took the whole weekend off. I wasn't looking at nothing sneaker related. So the theory is that Nike pulls pairs off the sneakers app to make it seem like they sell out faster than they are. And then, you know, they'll just hit us with a restock or something gradually. So do you think there's any truth to those conspiracies, or do you feel like that's all just like TikTok conspiracy theories?
Yeah, I can understand what people say about like the fake sellout, but I genuinely in looking at my phone at like 5 after 10 and thinking, oh shoot, I need to call Finish Line. I genuinely think that it was a legit sellout, but maybe I'm wrong. But whenever I tried to grab them, I looked at sneakers and I think they were down to like a 9 and some sizes below. But I got it on at Finish Line and I was able to card a 10, but everything above it was gone. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Nike, I think this is a real sellout. I just think that people are like, have seen them do it with other releases in the past.
Yeah.
So they're going to, you know, automatically assume, but I think that these are that hot. Like it's a 14, it's an OG. They don't hold these out like that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, like y'all said earlier, it probably was just limited pairs. If they want to put out 100,000, they'll put out 100,000. If they want to put out 50, then they'll put out 50. But also, I can see what other people saying too, because it's like you're faking your streaming numbers too. If you're a musical artist, you could say, "Oh, I had 1 million people listen to my songs, but it was like 1 million bots. You only actually had 100,000." So, you know, that's.
I think that sneakerheads, we did it. Like, if the way that everybody looks at shoes, if they're not selling out, they're just going to label them bricks. So I think that, because of that, you know, Nike, they pay such a close attention.
Yeah.
That it's like, if a shoe's going for under retail, it makes such a big negative impact for Nike. Wouldn't say that necessarily translates to every other brand, but just for Nike, because they have such an eye on them. Like everybody's watching it. They're the biggest. So if it does hit under retail, they're just going to be like, oh, I think it would have a dramatic effect on the average person purchasing.
Well, and decisions. Two, we're coming off the heels of like maybe the craziest sneaker period that I can remember in my lifetime. Like right around when COVID happened and all that stuff. Yeah. Like at the beginning of that, sneakers were like peak. I mean, people were buying those. Remember all those like, is this trash? Like the space hippies and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that kind of stuff was selling out. And people were paying resale for that kind of stuff. So I just think that Nike has to, and as a business, you have to kind of spool up and you have to ensure that you meet the demand. But like they really built everything up, and now all of a sudden it just fell off a cliff. The demand did. So now Nike wants to give the illusion that they're still disappearing even when they're not. And the thing is, if you cry wolf enough times, people aren't going to fall for it anymore. And everybody knows that the sold out on sneakers was not legit, because they would pop up on the Nike app like
like
the day
people
after.
caught on to that shit after, like, bro, I was talking about that for like months, and it was like nobody was catching on, and it's like now they literally just catching on, and I'm like,
now they caught on and they're not gonna believe anything, you know.
Like I said, y'all call me a hater.
You know, every time I say anything, I'm a Jordan hater, but it's cool, like, you know, it comes with the territory.
Right.
I just laugh about it. But that's just how it is. Like, people caught on to it. It's like the boy that cries wolf. What's that whole story? Isn't that the story or whatever? Yeah.
It's a lot of brands that are willing to collab with a lot of different designers and artists that are like, I'm not gonna lie, colorways is dope. The designs are dope. It's like at the same time, people start getting tired of the same Nikes. Like it's We didn't seen this 8 million times. You know what I mean? And it's like, truthfully speaking, I feel like Travis Scott is one of the main ones that's carrying that house right now when it comes to like collab, like Nike Jordan collab. Because originally it was Virgil. Now they went to go get now Jerry's with Adidas now. So it's like,
yeah, you would definitely have to put Travis as like number one. Ain't nobody touching him right now as far as collaborators.
Not at all. Not at all.
Nobody, right?
How y'all feel about the I don't know if we get into it, but how y'all feel about the mochas that's coming out?
You can talk about whatever, bro. The mochas. So which mochas? Because isn't there like the
Jumpman Jacks?
Yeah, Jumpman Jacks. Thoughts? What are y'all thoughts on that?
Thoughts on Jumpman Jacks?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a Fortnite kid or something if I wear those in public.
Yeah. Jay, why you feel like that, bro? That's a dope design.
No, just because I'm 30 plus, bro. Like you don't understand yet. You'll understand one day in your life, my brother.
No, I like the Jumpman Jacks, but I feel like it reminds me of like what was the Red October silhouette? That was like the Yeezy 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yeezy 2s. Yep.
Yeah, so and even more than that, man, I was so into Bo Jackson as a kid and Air Trainers. Trainers that had that strap.
Those look exactly like Air Trainers. The Air Trainer ones, I think.
Yeah, Air Trainer 1 through 3.
Bro, those are the shoes that like used to be on sale for like
strap.
Every time you walk in a Foot Locker, them joints at the bottom of the rack, like on sale every time, and it's like
$59.99.
But now it's like the Jumpman Jack cosign. Shit's over with.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I personally like them. I'm probably biased though. I feel like there's a lot of collabs that Travis do. Like the colorways could be too much, but like him bringing a whole new shoe, I'm like, I like it. And I like the Bro Jack trainers because I like the medicine balls because like it kind of.
No, I just want to make a clarified statement real quick because I can appreciate things though, like from an art perspective. So from just a design perspective, I think they look great, but they just don't align with my current whatever you want to use, whatever term you want to just throw in there. They just, I think with sneakers, like fashion, it kind of represents like what you're putting out there to the world, and I'm just not putting out the Travis vibes. It's just not me.
I get it, bro. I respect it.
Aesthetic. Thank you, Random. Sorry, y'all. It's a little late. My brain ain't working on 100% right now. Appreciate you, man. Salute. But no, I really think that they look nice. I think that the Jumpman Jacks look better than the Zoom Field Jacks. If that's what they're actually called. I think that's what they're called, right? His Nike shoes.
Oh, I have no idea. There's a Zoom Field
Supreme.
Jack.
They're called Zoom Field Jacks. I want to say.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even know about them.
If you can, please pull those up, bro. I don't know what those look like.
All right, chat. Give me a second. Let me pull this shit up.
Yeah, man. Let's look at it.
It's sad. Y'all don't even know what the Travis shoes is, man. Come on now.
Vincent Tyler, shout out, brother. Thanks for coming through.
How do I do this? So yeah, basically Trav, that boy Big Trav, not only does he have his own Jordan sneaker, but he got his own Nike sneaker as well.
I don't know how community theme creator got to it, but they brought up the 700 Statics. 700 Statics is a great pair.
Oh, Yeezys.
Yeah.
Those V2s.
Yeah, I don't make Yeezy content anymore, so.
Oh, Jay, quit it, man.
Unfortunately.
I'm coming to you for the news. I'm still coming to you for the news, man.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious. 700's a classic, bruh. Oh,
come on.
What do you call those?
Yes. So what those called?
Yeah. Supreme. How do you say that?
Bro, I forgot. It started with a Y, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot, bro. It's been a minute. Oh man, JA stopped dropping Yeezy videos, so it just kind of
Yeah.
No, you still gonna catch some Yeezy updates,
Well, and that's the thing. I got to tell everybody in chat, whoever's watching this, Man, J8 is still on point with dropping the Yeezy news that we need. I would have never had this pair, J8, and I have wanted this pair for so freaking long. So I still like salute to you, man. This is freaking awesome. I'm so pumped I have these. Like, you don't even understand. But anyhow, sorry.
Nah, shout out to Vincent Tyler in the chat. He said Mr. Bread and Butter is a real sneakerhead, man.
Man, y'all give me too much credit. I'm just blessed to be here.
All right, look here. Check it out, y'all. Hey, chat, man. You think them boys is gonna be rocking with these Zoomfield Jacks right here? Let me get a bigger picture. My bad, Mr. Bread and Butter, because I know you on the phone right now too. You probably can't see him that good.
No, but I'll see him here in a second.
This is the second colorway. They dropped an OG, like the first release a few months back, but I guess they were like, it was during the home run derby for the MLB All-Star game.
How did I not even? It's called a Zoomfield Jack.
Yeah, and then this is the second colorway coming up right here. So these are called, and it's so crazy too, because look, peep this right here. Look, the name that was floating around first was White Chocolate, but now since them joints about to officially drop, now they're called Light Chocolate. So somebody at Nike was like, "Nah, we can't do the white chocolate.
Right.
It's not gonna work right now. It's an election year. We got to switch the name up." So what y'all think about these right here?
Like one of my nicknames in high school, man. The whole basketball team called me Casper.
Hey, you was getting buckets if they was calling you White Chocolate.
Mr. Butters had a mean 3-pointer from the corner.
Bread and butter.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this shoe is actually based off of a off something. It's off the Zoom Spiridon or something. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's based off a kind of like performance. I think it's a performance. I don't know, but it's a Spiridon, and then it's also got a little bit of an infusion of a old school Nike cleat, if I remember right. So it's kind of a mashup of some of retro models together. And you have Travis's silhouette, and then the big takeaway: no backwards swoosh.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel not seeing a backwards swoosh.
So if it had the backwards swoosh though, they would have been.
Oh yeah, they go for sure. Yeah, like
it.
But I could see where the Spiridon, because they got that mesh material like the.
So you're familiar with that model, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good.
But they're not bad. They're not bad. Not bad at
all. I've seen where people say that the cushioning is like real hard or non-existent. I don't know if anybody. Supreme, have you had any of the Jumpman Jacks or like this silhouette on feet?
No, not yet. I'm gonna get the most though. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to go after the varsity reds, but once Kanye put on the shoe, it'd be hard to like get a. He did with Travis Scott. I was like, I need to get those.
Oh but, yeah, they did a little promo.
Only Nights on the Moon. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
So these right here, I feel like there's another colorway of these that's popped up. Maybe I'll try to pull them up here for you guys. Let me take this down. There's another colorway that's a little bit nicer, in my opinion. I don't think that white and brown is really doing them justice like that. So let me see if I can pull up this other colorway. But I believe that pair that we just looked at is the next official release.
I kind of like them.
They're cool, but it's like, let me try to pull up this other image if I can.
Yeah.
Not like a resale price. Please use Nice Kicks, man. I feel like I'm offending Nice Kicks.
Nice Kicks, yes, sir. Coming right up.
I using their page, bro. All love, bro. Like,
Nice Kicks. No promo.
No promo though, but
but we just really genuinely rock with them.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
They leading the culture right now when it comes to the sneaker news and the jokes.
Yeah, for sure.
The jokes is key. Dang. I don't know, but Zoomfield Jacks. But regardless, the Zoomfield Jacks, they do low key just kind of look like a generic Nike model. Is that like crazy to say that?
No.
But them Jumpman Jacks, I appreciate them. I think the brown colorway, what I'm hoping for is that they're a little bit more accessible. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that way, but it would be nicer if people could touch them.
Man, that's one thing that I have said on a couple of reviews is just I've gone for everything and I still have not hit a Travis Scott Jordan 1. And I mean, when I go for everything, like I'm talking like 3 or 4 accounts on his website, on raffles, on sneakers, and I just can't hit. I have a couple of cousins that have hit on sneakers and they've sold them all to me, but like I can't hit for nothing.
The biggest hit that I've gotten was on the Cactus Jack website, the fragment lows.
In your size?
In my size for 150, I still have the email.
Man, that's huge.
Yeah.
So these joints are clean though.
It's the blue.
It's a nice colorway though.
Yeah.
When is that coming? Spring of 2025?
Well, this ain't nice kick, so we don't know if this is accurate, but sometime next year. I think they could have just skipped them white and brown ones and just let us get these, because I honestly feel like, you know, when you're coming out with something new, it's like you got to come out with a bang. Like, we don't have time to play with people. We got to come out with a bang, make a big impact. But it's Travis, so regardless of what I say on here, that shit does not mean doesn't matter at all. That's the hottest thing in the sneaker game right now.
What's that bag he's holding? Louis Vuitton?
Oh, Big Trav? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He probably got that for free.
Right.
Must be nice.
No, for sure. And then so we got 14s just dropped. Those were a sellout. You got people talking about Jordan hype is back. But we all know it never really left. You know, but the 14s, that's a hot one. So we got the 14s. Then we're leading into the olive 9s.
Yeah.
I made a statement on my video that I'm going to gamble on them. I'm going to wait for them to drop, see what the market is working with on those right now, because we got the powder blues earlier this year. That was an OG release. You can still get those on sale at retailers currently. So I might gamble. On it.
So
because they cost $210, I think.
By gamble, you mean buy them when they drop or wait?
Wait.
Okay.
So when I say gamble, I'm waiting for Nike to hit us with one of them little 30% off sales or something like that.
You'll be able to get them for cheaper.
100%. Y'all think so?
Yeah. I don't know, because I'm scared, because that's what I would assume like last month, but it's like the release is this weekend, and it's like I don't even see people really like having them early like that.
That's a thing.
It just feels scary, bro. It's spooky. I feel like I'm not making the right decision.
It's a Thanksgiving sneaker though. You're gonna see everybody wearing those for Thanksgiving. No lie.
What I can say is they're dropping it at the right time. A lot of times whenever I review a 9, or even myself, it is a boot-like sneaker. You know what I mean? So like heading into the wintertime, and too, the colors are perfect for this time of year. So, I mean, it's a shoe that you can throw on right now, but I don't see them. I feel like you'll be able to be patient and grab them, but also tune into the channel, because I should have a review of them on Sunday morning.
Let's go. I'll definitely be tuned in.
Yeah.
You know what, man? The 9s, I never had a pair. And as a kid, those ones, that olive pair always stood out to me. So it's like, for the first time in a while, I have nostalgia for a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
That's really the reason. But it's like, I'm trying to think. It's like, do I really want them? So it's like, am I gonna pay 200 plus? If I could get them for like 170, definitely. You see what I'm
There's
saying?
so
Like that,
much dropping this month.
that $30-$50 to me makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't
full
know if y'all see my YouTube numbers lately or not, but that should make a huge difference for me on this side.
Man, you're killing it. Your
Right.
YouTube numbers are where I want to be.
I see my numbers. I'm like, bro, you doing numbers, bro. Like,
Bro,
what?
besides those 9s, low key, I slept on them playoff 8s last year.
Same.
I feel like that was like the sleeper hit of the year. And I think I don't want to regret that with the 9s. That's like, that shit comes back to haunt me almost. Like, I feel like that's how I feel kind of about the 9s. It's like, I'm going to look back a couple of months and be like, damn. But hopefully in a couple of months, they'll be on sale maybe.
I probably shouldn't admit this, but the only 8 I really care about is the Aqua 8. Like,
yep.
Man, the Aqua 8, I just remember when I was a kid looking at that shoe thinking, this is just absolutely beautiful.
That's a sneakerhead sneaker, bro.
What's that?
That's a real like sneakerhead sneaker. Like that was like
and
one of those ones.
At that time, I was a fan of Jordan, so I watched everything Jordan was doing. But my team was the Charlotte Hornets, and it was because I love the colors so much. So like Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues, like I love that purple. And that, it was almost like the Carolina blue along with the purple. And man, that color scheme, I had one of them starter jackets that zipped half up and had the big pocket underneath. And man, I'd rock some Hornets gear. I had my Hornets hat on and everything.
No, you're not the only one.
Those Aqua 8s, that's...
We got to find that picture, Mr. Bread and Butter. We got to find that picture, and you got to put that on the next.
I guarantee you back then it was people that was really just was buying that stuff just for the colorways, like because their color was so iconic.
100%. It was. Yeah.
I feel like
also the Bullets, like I live closest to DC, so the Bullets were kind of the team I was always cheering for, but I love the Hornets because I just love those colors so much. So that's what my jacket and my hat was all the time. So man, when those Aqua 8s came out, that was something next level. But
the 8s in general, man, like just those bunny ears, the white ones up here, they call, Jay, they call them Bugs Bunnies, especially the white ones with the flaps. Those go crazy, man. I feel like the 8s in general is a good sleeper shoe. Like just to rock and wear, you know what I mean? But the playoffs will forever be my favorite colorway all time. Yeah.
They don't really put out too many off-brand 8s. Like when I say off-brand, I mean like outside of the OGs. Not too much.
Besides, what's the green ones, right? It was a fear, or it wasn't undefeated, or was it like
I couldn't even tell you. I know there was a couple of little ones here and there, but for the most part, I feel like they treat those like how they do like you could say like the 14s and 13s. There's not just too many off-brand, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
But Olive 9s, we'll see how it goes. We still got, a few days up until the weekend. But resale prices aren't under retail. So that's a good sign for Nike. They don't want their shoes under retail before the drop. So that's a good sign. But for sneakerheads, like me that want a deal, it looks like that shit might not be the case for me. So we'll see how it goes. But besides those, Wu-Tang Dunks. What's the deal?
Wu-Tang, and here's another thing. People don't comprehend what it was to watch Jordan. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with.
Protect
what I'll say. As well as cash rules everything around me.
Respect.
Man, I'm telling you, Wu-Tang was something different. Today, I was thinking about it, and I even got it led to me while I was working having Bone Thugs. Like I ended up playing Bone Thugs. Like that's the spider web that it led me down. But Wu-Tang is something that if you weren't there with ODB and all that, I mean, it just, there's not, if you try to point to a rap group right now like that, good luck. Like I mentioned before that I was real into the Beastie Boys, and I think I saw a lot of people saying that they weren't familiar with the Beastie Boys. Well, if you take the Beastie Boys and you take Wu-Tang beside them, I think a lot of it may have been the New York influence, but that was a different kind of rap. And that was a more raw kind of, I hate to be talking about it because I probably sound like an idiot, but Wu-Tang Clan, like Killer Bees on the Swarm, like don't even get me started. I do need that. I need that pair. I heard there was a lot of numbers, like crazy high numbers, and I've entered in EQL raffles and that kind of thing. So I almost wonder if I'll have like 3 or 4 pairs, but I just need mine. You know what I mean? Like I just need mine. And I don't even know how to explain it, but Wu-Tang was one of those groups in time that, like, I can specifically think of the white Tercel I was cruising around with my buddy Tony, just blasting Wu-Tang. And I mean, it was just, it's worth grabbing to me. But most people don't have my mindset. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you guys think of the Wu-Tangs?
Wu-Tang. Well, first of all, Wu-Tang is probably one of the greatest rap groups of all time, and that's like, bro, listen, all the rappers, Method Man, ODB, you got RZA, you got Ghostface, bro. It's so much came out of that, and they built like a whole community and everything. But like, a salute to them. But as far as the dunks, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie. I seen somebody wear them in person. I was at Scar's Pizza. I seen this dude. I looked down. He had them on. The quality looks amazing. The details look amazing. Like I was like, bro, I don't know how you got those. Probably work with Nike or something. And I was like, bro, those are crazy. I'm telling you, they look good in person too, man. Okay. And it's just one of those shoes that's like, it was like $10,000 at one point, and now they re-releasing it. Like, it's crazy.
Well, and that's the thing too. I thought it was real admirable of Redman. I think he was the one on Complex, but he said he wanted to. Was that who it was? RZA?
Yeah.
Okay. But somebody said that they saw that their shoe was over 10 grand, and they thought, well, if people want it that bad, we need to give it to them. And I love that, and I agree with that, and I need a pair. Aside from the fact that it's Pittsburgh colors, like Wu-Tang on top of it, I mean, it honestly, like I said before, like I ended up listening to Bone Thugs while I was running errands today. It took me down memory lane in a way that not many things are capable of. And Wu-Tang was such a huge part of that culture. And I'm sure, Supreme, you can relate being from New York. I mean, New York was where it was at, you know, like it across the board. I don't care. And this, I don't want to turn it into a West Coast, East Coast thing, but I'll always say New York City is the place for everything that influences the world whenever it comes to, you know what I mean, when it comes to hip hop, whatever. And I'm a guy from West Virginia, you know, so it's got to mean something at least. But I want those pairs. When I saw a good picture, it reminded me of the Paulin Jordan 1s. That's what the leather looks like. And I love the Paulin Jordan 1s. So
the Paulin,
I want a pair.
A quick question.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, like that was a sneaker that like was regarded to have good quality, right? The Pollins.
I don't know, but what the Pollins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only reason. I just wanted to ask to make sure I was
Yeah,
following the story right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Pollins had real good quality. You can grab them for a bargain right now, but that's what the real close-up images that I saw of the Wu-Tangs, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like the leather looks the same as those. And I know everybody's saying, was it the Iowa Dunk Highs that had that colorway?
Yeah, yep.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's just the Iowa Dunks with the Wu-Tang W, but that is not the case. Iowa Dunks, I've had a couple pairs of them. I even had an old pair of them, and the quality was never what it looks like on the shoe. On the Wu-Tangs, I mean.
Me seeing it in person, it was slightly tumbled. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was tumbled on the black, on the toe box and all that. You know, y'all gonna have to tune into JA and Mr. Butter. They gonna get y'all the reviews, but I'm just giving y'all what I seen first.
But they look good. They look good on feet.
They did, bro. It was crazy. I was like, man, bro, threw it on with the camo pants. I was like, damn, I thought Wu-Tang was here.
Yeah. Killer bees. Just watch out. Somebody's gonna pull out a samurai sword. Yeah.
Shaolin, protect your neck.
Right. Yep. Man.
JA, what do you think about the Wu-Tang Dunks, man?
I think that based off the amount of like marketing that they put behind it, I think that how people are saying that there's supposed to be a lot of stock, I think that makes sense because like why would Nike have to market the Wu-Tang Dunks? It's like them joints is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even need to put $1 of marketing behind a release such as this. So I feel like they're trying to like make it appeal to a wider audience. So that's why I think that when you hear rumors that there's going to be a lot of stock, it kind of makes sense. But then again, who knows? Because they did some marketing behind the Jumpman Jack, right?
But come on, bro.
Well, that wasn't really no marketing. That was just Trav, I feel like, probably doing it himself.
Oh, okay.
You know, with that Yay ad or whatever. But I think that they're trying to really push it. You have like the whole New York Knicks little promo. You got RZA doing a press run, hitting up Complex and all that. So it's like I feel like they're putting a lot of energy behind the rollout. They did the shock drop. A couple little special releases, the special edition packaging. But I think that when Saturday comes, people are going to be, I think they're going to sell out.
Absolutely.
They're going to sell out. I think the price is going to go up crazy because they're like 300 or something now around. I hate talking about resale, but I think it kind of gauges the demand of the releases. But I think they're gonna just go up, man.
Question, above $500 or below $500 in resale? You think it'll
below?
Like what kind of time frame you talking?
Yeah,
like
that's important too.
After?
Okay. Like within the first month, like by the end of the year. You think
they won't go to above 500 by the end of the year? I don't think.
Okay.
I can see it over time.
Later on in time, you think it'll go up above 500? Or you think it'll stay like around?
I think so, just because of what Wu-Tang is. You know what I mean? But I don't know how many people think like me that are still buying sneakers like that. You know?
Yeah. So
Wu-Tang is kind of old now too, though. You gotta really think about it. Because Wu-Tang, when I wasn't even listening to Wu-Tang, and I feel like when I was a kid, I had to like go back and like do my research on them.
Same.
So it's like kind of one of those things too, where it's like the kids, they don't care about Wu-Tang at all.
Right.
So we'll see. And I mean, we'll see. I'm going to be super curious to know about the stock numbers because how they monitor the stock numbers for the sneakers app drops. I really want to know how many pairs they load up on the app. That's going to be a really interesting number.
Yeah. And that's, I'm very, very like, I want to see that too. I don't know, when people are saying there's real high numbers, like all these online retailers that are doing EQL raffles and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
we don't know how many pairs they have.
How many pairs do they have? Yeah, that's
they
no
monitor
idea. Like
the sneakers app server. That's the only numbers that I know of. Everything else is like it's a guessing game.
Yeah. But they won't have those numbers uploaded until the night before, right? Or like that morning.
It's usually like that, like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be curious on that.
Yeah,
my hope would be though that they would just make enough pairs, for all the people that want them. But sneakerheads don't want that. Y'all don't want that. Sneakerheads want them shits to sell out, and they want them to have resale.
The resellers want that. The sneakerheads, they're like,
yeah.
Nah, don't lie though. It is an appeal though. Like that is appealing to people. Not everyone, but I would say it's appealing to people when they know a shoe is like gonna have when a shoe sells out.
Right. That's the truth. For real, bro. Supply and demand.
Yeah. Like if you watch like your average sneaker live streamer, what's gonna happen if this shoe doesn't sell out? They're not buying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny. You review a pair that sells out, and everybody calls you a hype beast. And you review a pair that is still available, and everybody just says bricks, trash can water. And it's like, I don't even know. Like, I can't do anything right, but that's where we're at right now.
We all go through different phases. Like right now, I'm kind of like in my not buying sneakers phase this year. Like I cooled off, but bro, Mr. Butters got me ready to go crazy. Like next year, I'm turning up. I'm about to start buying a lot of shoes again. Seriously, like he got me back, like appreciating these joints like that. You know what I mean? Because I always care about the business side of everything. Like reporting what's going on in the scene. But like he got me like passionate about wanting to actually, buy some sneakers again. I buy my little New Balances here and there, but I'm gonna have some heat coming. I'm gonna have some shit. I'm gonna surprise y'all.
Bro, New Balances aren't anything to mess with either.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, forget about it. Like like I said, I've got.
Speaking of New Balances, didn't you pick up something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I don't have anything.
No, but you just copped some over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, and I even sent you a screenshot last night, and those shoes are still sitting. But
those, yeah.
Over the weekend and even before the weekend, I picked up the Soleil's, and I don't care what anybody says about the color. I'm all for it. Like, y'all can hate it as much as you want, but you can hate it from the view of my feet because I am going to be wearing that comfortable. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get that pair. And I think that's a 530. They have too many numbers.
Yeah, you're
right.
Am
I right, J.A.?
Yes, sir.
Is that a 530?
Yep.
Okay. So I got those, the Soleil's inbound. I've got the Action Bronsons. I think we kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. But then I also, right now, I don't know if y'all know it on that are here watching or whatever, but nclothing.com did a collab with New Balance on a 475 that is absolutely beautiful. And it looks like materials are what, New Balance can deliver. It is a beautiful shoe with beautiful colors, and it's sitting. And I'm just like, it's a great time. If you're trying to build up your collection, it's a great time because you have all kinds of shoes to pick from. But long story short, I have the Soleil's coming. I have the Action Bronson, the Foxtrot pair. Not the one that was goofy looking, but then afterwards, and talking to J.A. and our guy Big Bucks, Jalen, Then I kind of regretted not getting the other pair. But I just didn't think I could pull them off.
Let's speak on it because they dropped on Saturday 2 performance models. So you got the Minimus Trail, that's the crazy funky looking one that's got the low profile, and then you have the Fuel Cell Foxtrot, I think is what you said.
Yeah,
and I don't know the name.
I should say I like the colors on the Minimus more, but I think I can pull off the Foxtrot silhouette. In my mind, I'm just thinking, well, that'll be a gym shoe or something like that. And from what I've seen, it performs very, very well. The only negative I see with that Foxtrot pair, the Maximus, is that the midsole gets lines from where it compresses because it's foam. So it kind of gets like creases and that kind of stuff, but I don't care about that.
Yeah. But that's the first release is the one that he used with the Timberland lace, right? With the blue and the neon. Those were
that's
crazy.
The Minimus, I think. I'm about to pull them up.
And also Joe Freshgoods be going crazy with New Balance too, man. I don't know if y'all seen. I think he dropped was 100 or 1,000. Was it a New Balance?
Yeah, he's done two New Balance drops this year.
Yeah,
I think.
Bro, the black ones crazy. Even the pink too, crazy. And it's like they bringing out stuff out of the vault, man. When it comes to all of these, those at the top. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the actions. Yeah, I would have loved to get the pair on the top, but
I got them bottom ones.
Those are clean too, though.
I'm excited to get them in. I just feel like I don't know if I could pull off those top ones.
No, you definitely can. You can wear them right now.
Facts. He got the flannel on.
You're good to go.
Facts, bro. You playing, bro.
So how did the release work though? Because they had to send you the invoice or something, right?
Yeah, they did, and I'm subscribed to.
So what did you have to enter your email?
Yeah, that's all you had to do, but you had to enter your size beforehand. So when they sent you the invoice, you couldn't change your size. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I bought the pair of 14s in store. I bought the pair of 14s shipped to me. I had the Salehis inbound, and I didn't want to get both, but I signed up for both and got an invoice for both. I went for the bottom pair, just because I thought I could wear that more. And I hated to hear that it creases up there at the bottom, because I think that there's a bunch of triangles on the midsole of the bottom, just like angles that I just find it interesting. So I hope they don't look destroyed, but if they do, I'll just wear them for the gym, because apparently they're a really, really good performing shoe. So
them joints look comfy as hell, like some on cloud type joints, some Hokas or something.
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
That's the wave right now.
I like that. I like that Action Bronson is putting out workout shoes, because he always working out now, but those are literally 2 pairs of gym shoes, and they're crazy colorways, crazy designs.
Right.
So like, what if like DJ Khaled put out a workout shoe? Would it hit the same?
Man,
because you said Action Bronson be working out. So what if Khaled put out one? Would it resonate? Would the story hit?
I don't think
it wouldn't be authentic enough.
Hey, listen, God did, bro.
The story lines up with Action, because that boy be running. He be doing like the little whatever he does, the training and everything. Yeah. And then the coolest thing too is, did y'all used to ever watch that cooking show he used to have?
No, I still watch that to this day on YouTube.
Yeah, so he got them boys in the ad, in the promo. Hold on, let me show you.
You talking about Action Bronson?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he had the show, the cooking show, or the show where they used to just go around. That's Delicious, it was called.
Yep.
Right there.
I love that everything is baklava. Like, just that he took like a dessert and put that on, stamp that on everything. Baklava.
I didn't even know what that meant.
Baklava? It's like
Yeah.
a honey.
Yeah.
It's a dessert.
That's the little, it's like those little small things, right?
Yeah, it's like triangles most of the time.
Like the flaky crust type of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
He was making it mom in one episode. I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That boy, he don't even have to make no more episodes now because them shoes, I'm sure that shoe deal is hitting. I'm sure New Balance probably renegotiated the deal.
Bro, look at that. It says liked by Big Bucks. That's our guy, ain't it?
Yep. Yeah, by the way, Jalen's out celebrating his birthday, so
yeah, happy birthday, Jalen.
Before we wrap up the show. But yeah, that boy Action, I feel like right now, he's like the Travis Scott for New Balance. No disrespect to Joe Fresh Goods and Salehi and them boys, like they paved the way, but just something about Action is connecting right now. Like he probably the hottest thing New Balance got going right now.
He authentic, bro, and that's what the love.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, and you can see that it's genuine,
right,
on each design and everything. Like that is a perfect way of saying it.
But yeah, speaking of Joe Fresh Goods though, you cop those 1000 Supreme? You talking like they've hot?
The black ones, yeah, the black ones I definitely did.
Oh, okay, respect.
The pink ones I passed them, but I regret kind of passing on them because I kind of do want the pink ones too.
He dropped those, and then he dropped the 990 V6s as well. The all red and the blue.
I like his colorways and his designs, bro. Like Joe Fresh Goods, he's a dope designer, another dope designer, dope sneaker designer. Sure.
Yeah, we talked about him like last week. Like I feel like he was one of the collaborators that really, put them on the map.
How y'all feel about Saucony and J Tips and his collab?
Dun dun dun.
Don't even get me started, man.
You got him around?
Yeah.
He got him around? Oh, okay.
I just want to see him on the big screen, man.
Which ones did you get? Tough.
I grabbed these because I feel like these more than that other pair show off J Tips. Like if you think of his flower and all that kind of stuff, I feel like the purples and pinks are more of what J Tip's signature style is. But man, I think this pair is, I don't want to give away my top like 5 or anything because there's a whole lot of shoes left to come. But I mean, this is really good. This is like, I love J Tips, and I saw an interview with him, and I've said it a couple of times, so forgive me if I'm being repetitive or redundant, but J Tips made a comment about how his designs are meant for people who want to be intentional on having a good day. And it's like, yeah, man, sign me up for that. Because I'm always in it. I've had enough of a bad mood. There's enough to be stressed out about. Like, I see what he's saying. He said he wants people that put on his designs to be thinking, I'm going to have a good day today. And I mean, there it is. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't feel bad about wearing pink. A lot of people are like, oh man, it's pink. It's like,
please, bro.
I don't know what people's hang up is. I guess it's just insecurity, honestly. But man, these things are absolute fire.
What
do you think of them, Supreme?
Bro, those are crazy, man. Like those are insane. I actually I couldn't get my hands on a pair, but I honestly at this point I'll probably pay resale for them. But bro, those are crazy. It's funny enough, man, but I have an interview like where I interviewed J Tips, and I still haven't put the video out. Like I have so much shit in it, bro. I know.
I was about to ask you if you ever ran into him before.
Yeah,
J Tips.
Yeah, if you could pull on my Instagram, I was my homie threw an event and J Tips was there. I got a picture with him and everything. But yeah, bro, he's a dope individual. I talked to him for like an hour, bro. Like even off camera, like he's just like a genuine person, like for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like when he had them on that day too. Well, not the day we took the picture, but the day
he
before.
had these on.
Or he had those on. I was like, bro, I need those so bad. Before they came out, this was like when was this? March.
I like the other pair better.
The first pair,
really?
The first pair? I always be picking the other. I like the other pair of the Omnis better. The other color.
Yeah.
Oh, the
just my preference, but it's just like it's not a huge difference. But I would prefer the other pair.
Oh, no.
I think those are a lock.
I would expect that because you're not big on like the real bright punch in the face colors. You know what I mean?
That's probably why, yeah, because they are a little more subtle, right? Even though they are kind of colorful, but the other pair is a little more toned. But I think that them J Tips are a lock for sneaker of the year conversations. Not like the sneaker of the year, but it's gonna be like if somebody gives a top 10 or like let's say if Complex does a top 10, I'm pretty sure that those will make it in there.
Well, that's one thing, like for as the year winds down and everything, I hope we have an episode where we can each give our top 5, top 3 or something. Because I just think it would be interesting, you know. But
hell yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. But these and also I'm giving all this love to J Tips, but also Saucony. If y'all haven't tried Saucony, I don't know how to convince people, but man, the quality is there, the design is there, everything that people love about New Balance, they can also find at Saucony.
Right.
Even more than Asics. Asics is nice and it's comfortable. But I think Saucony and New Balance are leading the pack when it comes to, you know, Y2K or else 90s influenced dad runner shoes, you know, but check out Saucony. Like they're affordable.
Are they based out? Is that an American brand?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Saucony, the emblem is a river. It's Saucony Creek, and the 3 little spots in the middle is to represent there's 3 stones, large stones in Saucony Creek, and that's what those dots represent. But yeah, it's American. I forget where it is.
And think of this though, because look, you know, like in the sneaker industry, for someone like J Tips to have released that specific model, the Omni 9 this year, means that how far in advance do you think he picked that silhouette for that model? You know, that must have been like a year and a half at least in the works.
Yeah, at least last year.
Meaning that he's on trend because he knew that model was going to be a hit in 2024. Even though it was already kind of like, you know, if you're like, I'm sure in New York, like that, the retro runners, the Y2, whatever you want to call that model.
Yeah.
It's been trending for the last few years or so, but now it's just mainstream. So this really shows you that, you know, he knew what was coming.
Most definitely. And I remember my brother used to wear Sauconys when I was in high school, like 9-10 years ago. And I would he's older than me, yeah. And I'll make fun of him. I'm like, bro, put some Jordans on. Like, you know what I mean? Now I'm like, damn, Sauconys is kind of tough. Like, I see why he did that. But also another runner brand, I don't know if y'all mess with Mizuno's. That's a volleyball brand. They got some low-key sleeper like runners. If you
low
really
profile.
Yeah. Good quality, comfortable shoe, great colorways. I got this shoe that basically is like the Wave Runner, which I feel like that's where EA probably got. I mean, EA got the colorway from some old Adidas, but they got like a sneaker that looks just like a Wave Runner, but it's a runner though. But it looks like a, you know what I mean, like a
What's
Y2.
it called? I'm gonna look it up.
Bro, what is the name of this?
No, what'd you say though? The brand was though?
Mizuno.
Yeah.
I'll probably recognize it once I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They kind of remind me of like Hoka and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But they do also have different categories too, because I see they do also have like a Y2K running style as well. That's the one I'd be seeing some people wearing.
Yeah, the Wave Rider. Those is crazy, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
I see him.
Yep. The Wave Riders.
Yeah, if you want to be ahead of the curve, go ahead and grab you some of those right there.
Tough.
Wave Rider.
And they don't go for nothing too crazy.
Yeah. See, other brands, it ain't all just about, Nike. I'm late to the New Balance wave though, but New Balance is definitely my favorite brand for sneakers at the moment. But like I said, 2025, I'm about to turn up on y'all, man. I'm about to be a real hype beast. Watch.
This is a New Balance that I am surprised didn't get crazy expensive immediately. The C
I'm gonna full screen you, bro.
Right, have to.
Yeah, this is the C Notes. It's a Concepts collab, and this pair was the 10th year anniversary of the shoe. But like the whole thing was inspired whenever the brand new $100 bills came out. That's what they based the design of the shoe off of.
Mm-hmm.
And it is one of the nicest shoes I've ever seen in my life. Like the blue is from the security strip. Like every little aspect of these was influenced by the $100 bill, and you can still get these for like retail or right around retail. And man, it's probably my favorite New Balance of all time. Like
that color palette is insane, bro.
Dude, yeah.
That color palette is insane.
I mean, try to think of something that would not go with. You know what I mean? Like, I
agree. I like that. That's the style I like to go for. Not necessarily that model, but the color palette. Because it's so wearable. That would align with me. Most def.
Yo,
there's too many New Balance collabs to keep up with. So
everyone there is, but that's what they're doing right. Like they're getting all this input from people that are on trend right now, and the product that they're putting out is just like injected in my veins. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Are those Form 84 highs back there?
What's that?
You got Form 84 highs back there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a classic. That's a classic right there, bro. The good blue ones, yeah, that's a sleeper too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shoes.
Yeah, it's the quality on those shoes are amazing, and they're comfortable too. A lot of people
are comfortable too. Yeah, but the thing is, I can't wear them in the warm weather because they're really hot. Like up around your leg, it feels like you got leg warmers on. Not that I've worn leg warmers, but I'm assuming leg warmers feel like it.
Nah, you might have a picture out there. Don't let us find the picture.
Yeah, no, don't go searching. Don't go searching. No, it's funny because actually, I can't believe you spotted Form 84s, but J.A., what was the silhouette that you mentioned that was a Simpsons?
The rivalry low.
A rivalry? Look at this. See, they missed the mark on that rivalry, but this Simpsons shoe
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man,
but you can actually tell that's a Simpsons shoe.
Dude, it's their living room.
That's what I'm saying. You look at that and you're like, that's Simpsons.
It's
And
got
it don't even have
painting.
like them on it, but the theme.
Right, for real.
Oh, there
yeah,
you got the
and
dog.
the dog. I mean, the colors. This is the rug.
Yeah,
that's heat right there. The toe box is.
Yeah.
Oh man, and too, the sock liner. I don't know if it's bright enough, but the sock liner is their couch. You can see all the little like.
Did those drop this year?
This was last year.
Okay.
But I mean,
that's leather on the inside with the couch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's leather, and it's nice. Like it's the kind of leather that makes you say like, oh wow, like they did these right. But man, this is one of my favorite pair of forms. Forms never caught on like that, but that pair that I just showed you, Supreme, that is what made me think like maybe I should make a YouTube channel, because I did a review of those, and that was my first video that ever like got 1,000 views, in a reasonable time, and people just fell in love with that. I probably have like 20 pair of forms that I can't do anything with because nobody else is into forms, but I fell in love with them. That was my first pair, and I don't know. Forms are pretty cool.
I love them. The lows too. I got the green lows.
Yeah, those green ones, man. And two, so then about that leather. It's like
insane.
Right? I know. Yeah. I know. You keep the strap on, or did you cut it off?
I keep the strap on. I like the strap. I like the strap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna clip that, Supreme.
No diddy. But
you better. I'm gonna clip the shit out that one.
No diddy.
Yeah, bro.
Lucky, bro. Nah, but I love to hear these sneakerhead conversations, bro. This is some great shit because when it comes to like just the sneaker community in general, we always kind of touch on this subject, but it's just like, bro, what's going on? Like when you look at the comment section, look at Nice Kicks comments. That should be all hate, bro. Like it's like, where's the love? Like, where's the love at? So I'm just so happy to hear y'all. Like I'm shedding a tear right now.
Man, bro.
Getting all choked up.
Yeah, it's dope, bro. It's really dope.
Yeah.
So Supreme.
That's what I think is missing from sneakers now, is people having their own opinion. Because like I think back in school, and I think some people I remember some people liked the cat eye on the 13s, and some people thought 13s were hideous, but everybody just liked what they liked. It wasn't about wearing something or owning something because you'll be able to retire early. It was just like, these are shoes for our feet and we like what we like, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get back there. I don't know.
The generations, TikTok ruined everybody.
That too, but also we kind of are getting back to it in a way, because a lot of people are breaking out of like just Nike and Jordan, and now they're going like, oh, let's try this, let's try that. Like
that's true.
Even the Samba thing, like nobody really would have accepted Sambas as much. They would have been like, oh, it was more Jordan 1s, and what was it at that time? Jordan 1s and like Air Force 1s and Jordan 4s. I mean, it still is going now, but there was a point where it was like that. But I feel like people are now, you know what I mean, a little bit better, but also, trend's gonna be trendy people. It's gonna be trendy people.
Right.
Trendy and trendsetters.
Yeah, that's my buddy's wife. It's funny because she's asked me multiple times, what's in? She has a bunch of dunks, but she's like, what's in? And I'm like, I mean, what do you like? And she's like, what's in? You know what I mean? Like, she don't care about what she likes. Like, she doesn't like dunks anymore because she has a bunch of pairs and nobody's wearing them anymore. So it's like, I guess New Balance. I don't know. I got my wife a pair of the V6s.
Sambas, bro. It's just all about Sambas. That's the only
Sambas.
shoe.
I
It's
guess
the only
that's what
shoe
I
that
gotta
matters
get
this
for
year.
Mrs. Butter. I don't know.
It's
I've
all
never
Samba.
been big on Adidas soccer shoes. Like I never got into that.
I never
And
had
I
a
think
pair.
I told you, one of my buddies, listen to this, one of my buddies from like childhood was like, I heard you talking about the Samba Bros. Like that kind of hurt my feelings. Because I said everybody, when I think of Sambas, I think of like, hey, bro, let's go play indoor. Like, yeah, you know?
Right.
I don't know. I'm striker today, bro. Like, I don't know.
Samba,
You know,
the Samba
I hope,
takeover continues, bro.
Always.
What's that?
The Samba takeover continues.
I still don't really have a pair. You know what is a pair? This is my first pair of this silhouette, and I kind of regret buying them.
I got a pair. I'm not ashamed. I got the black with the no Diddy, the long tongue ones.
No, ain't nothing wrong with the Sambas, bro. I just don't want to be like a poser. You know
bro,
what I mean?
get my lattes with my Sambas, bro.
Sambas are hard, bro.
Yeah. What are they? Are they comfortable though? Aren't they real flat?
Yeah, they
like hard underfoot.
They're not comfortable. They just go with everything. That's all that is. They just look good with everything.
You got the wide stripe Sambas or like the older style?
The older style with the long tongue.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay.
And then indoor.
Bottom?
Yeah. Yep. Dark.
Yeah.
Yep. And indoor gazelles. I like indoor gazelles though. I'm not gonna front.
I had a pair of gazelles before.
Yeah, those is.
I never had any of that.
When Ye had them written on or whatever.
Oh yeah. The superstars.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about these?
I'm about to full screen you again.
Thanks.
When did those release? Because I haven't kept up with the corn. Because the first Adidas corn collab, I thought it was gonna be a one and done thing. I didn't realize that it was gonna be like a big collab.
It makes sense because I mean, even back in the day, they had that Adidas song, which didn't mean Adidas, but
didn't they wear Adidas though back then? Like
what's
didn't they genuinely used to rock Adidas though?
Oh yeah, 100%. That's all they rock.
I didn't realize that, and yeah, when I first heard about the corn collab, I was like, that shit is so weak. Like that's the weakest collab. But then when it came out, I'm actually like kind of feeling the vibes. Like I don't know, it's like the clothes and everything look kind of cool, but it's just like I feel like they don't need to say corn on them though. Like that's what ruins it to me.
Yeah.
But that's the branding, so I get it.
100% with you. I don't ever want to feel like a billboard. Like when I wear something, I want to wear it because it looks cool, but I don't want to seem like I'm giving you free advertising. You know what I mean? Because just like you said, no joke intended, but it makes me feel corny. Like when
I like the vibes though, because it's got like a skater theme. The look is like that grungy.
It's a cool style, but I wish I wouldn't have bought them because I've never been good at pulling off a Chuck Taylor, and like the rubber toe cap, it ain't really my style. But as a kid, it says the stripes that came in it. I don't know if that can come through or not, but it says established 94. Can you see that?
Yep.
Oh, they brought back the interchangeable.
Yeah, and came with, I'm telling you, there's like more than 10 different stripes that you can put in it. You got to take out the laces and then from the inside you can change the stripes. But there's a lot of them that I like. Some of them say corn, and I think that's stupid. But like, then there's some that are just different colors and that kind of thing. So you can customize it. And I think that's awesome. My daughter, actually, my oldest, she's actually pretty into corn, and she loves these. Like, she wants them in her size. She always wears like the CDG Chuck Taylors, and she makes them look cool, but like this ain't really my style.
So you got to take advice from her. She knows what's happening, bro. She knows what's going on.
What'd you say?
You got to take her advice. She knows what's going on.
Oh, she's cool. Yeah, it's cool. She's a senior in high school, and it's fun because like you get to see your kid becoming an adult, and it's just like she's way cooler than I ever was with like so much less effort. So it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm doing something right, you know. But shout out to her.
That's cool to get her perspective, you know, as somebody in high school right now.
Yeah, but she loves him. But she likes Korn. Like she could name more Korn songs than I could even think of. And that was when I was a kid playing guitar in a grunge band and everything, you know. So
y'all know what TRL is?
Yeah.
TRL, Total Request Live.
That's what I know that's how I know about Korn.
Man, forget about it. Yeah.
That's what I remember about Korn.
Oh, yeah. A buddy of mine did a couple of the singers' tattoos on his hand.
Oh,
which I thought was really cool.
That's tough.
But,
yeah, who would have thought 2024 we would have had an Adidas Korn collab? Well, last year I guess it debuted, but I was surprised that they still kept it pumping, but I'm not mad at it. And like I said, I think the clothes, the look and everything is cool because it's like on trend right now with like the whole rocker aesthetic. You want to go for that vibe. Supreme, that's how you get down on the weekends and shit.
Yeah, emo, want to kill my
you
know.
Which is a perfect segue into letting the people know about yourself because some people may have seen you pop up, you know, a little bit on my channel, but I guess you must be from Brooklyn or something.
Nah, man, I'm actually from Ohio. Nah, shout out to all the dudes in Ohio, though. Ohio is actually dope. I love Ohio. But yeah, man, from Brooklyn. Doing YouTube street interviews. Maybe y'all seen some of my street interviews, maybe not. You know, a lot of Yeezy stuff too. That's how I met JA, just watching his channel and connecting with him because, you know, he's a dope dude. But yeah, street interviews, that's the only stuff I do. I'm just like to have fun and just be myself on camera and keep it natural, keep it flowing. You know what I mean? Ask the right questions, stuff like that. Reels. Get at me on Instagram. I'm gonna be a bot right now. Follow me on Instagram.
No, tell them where to find you, man.
Supreme Brooklyn. Just how it's spelled right there. Supreme Brooklyn without the O's. But yeah, man, you know.
Y'all need to drop that J Tips interview one of these days?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. There's a lot of stuff I need to drop. You know how it is when, you know, sometimes you get working and I'll be like, man.
When he drops those, I forgot what they're called, but whenever his next shoe drops, you need to drop that interview.
I should wait, right?
Timing needs to align. You know what I mean?
Okay, I appreciate that. That's real.
Yeah, we ready to hear that one though.
Yeah, and I got JJ Grant on there too, and I don't think she's ever done an interview. I don't know if y'all know who JJ Grant is, the girl who does it's like the robot with the heart, with the floating heart.
Doesn't ring a bell, but
is that New York? Is it a New York artist or a New York designer?
Yeah, yes, and y'all know Bandulu?
Did he?
Yo, I'm talking about Band. He did the Nike Kyrie 5s. They did a Nike Kyrie 5s, and it was like all stitched. Like,
so is he a designer?
Yeah, he's a designer. Bandulu. He worked with Nike before. And yeah, bro, I just have a lot of stuff I have not put out. Not gonna lie, I get a little discouraged by the numbers sometimes. So
man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'll be like, bro, I have all this dope stuff, and like 5 people watched it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, being honest.
No, that's how it be, bro. Like, that's why you got to start making a video like, buy now. Like, these are going to the moon. These are skyrocketing. Buy now.
Don't tell them to start doing that.
You got to do a little of that too, and then, you know, once you get the people, then you can give them the real content. But sometimes you got to mix in a little bit of that bullshit.
It is, though. It's funny you said that because I can relate to the being frustrated by the numbers. I did a review of the Forrest Gump shoe, and I even told JA and I told Jalen, the other guy that's on here with us most of the time, that I knew it wasn't going to get any views, and you put this work into it. You know what I mean? And you're going based on like, man, I put this much effort into it, and nobody's watching or nobody's looking. But I think the whole thing is just staying consistent. You know what I mean? Like, I think what JA said about putting the J-tip stuff out, the next shoe he drops, that's gold. That is like, it's all about timing too. You know? Yeah. So I've been sitting on this pair of All Mama Near 95s, but I'm trying to find a little sliver in time that I might hit that algorithm or whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy just being part of this, because it's all still pretty new, but like, it is a matter of luck. It's a matter of timing. And then as long as you're putting forth quality content, it'll pay off. You know what I mean? But I know just from what we've said tonight, I want to see what you've got. So like, definitely put it up sometime, because like, I am dying to see that J-Tips interview.
Appreciate that, bro, man.
Yeah, and you brought like some good vibes to the conversation, definitely.
Absolutely, man.
Always, man. God is amazing, bro. For real.
Absolutely.
But on that Forrest Gump video, though, I bet you had fun filming that joint, though.
Oh, editing man. I had fun, but the truth is, like, I had like a kid running cross country. I had my boy that had been asking to play with this like outside, this like airplane toy that he got. Wait a second.
The birthday boy.
Everybody, hold on a second.
What's up?
The party just started. Happy birthday, man.
Oh.
Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. Do you have a good day?
Yes, sir. Yes, yeah. It was a great couple days.
Okay.
My birthday was actually yesterday.
Did you get a good meal or anything?
Yeah. I had some great lamb chops tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, man. It was.
I'm taking a shot for you, bro.
It was a great night.
Saying cheers.
I enjoyed it. Hey,
cheers.
Hey. Cheers. Hey, I ain't even got my shot ready, man.
Cheers, y'all.
I'm finna pour a shot though. Hold on. I got you.
Let me get another one real quick.
I'll be right back.
I'm here chilling.
We're about to send this one off on a good note.
Oh.
Oh man, it's a small one though. You know what I mean?
It's all good. You drinking dark?
Nah, this is it's like some. Hold on, let me get the bottle. This not even like real strong, bro.
Oh yeah. Now I've seen that. It's good.
Yeah, it's just sweet. It's like 30% alcohol.
That's like a like Taylor Port and all that stuff, right? Or Taylor Port is more like wine. I don't even.
This is from the Bahamas, though.
Oh, that's tough.
What are you talking about? Some Mama Juana?
Yo, you know what? Hold on.
Brett said he ain't drank in 400 days.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah. Cheers to everybody in chat.
Yeah, cheers.
Honestly, nothing but love for everybody that's in here. Like,
Mama Juana. Straight from DR.
Yo, that's crazy right there, son.
What is that? Is that Mama Juana?
Yeah, this Mama Juana straight from DR.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That was the first good vacation that my wife and I took was to the Dominican Republic. And man, Mama Juana holds, talk about nostalgia. Like, yeah.
Probably not even remember that night. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, no, I remember all of it. It was a wonderful, wonderful time.
So what's up? We ready? We toasting off or what?
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Salute to the chat too.
Yeah, everybody out there.
Bro said unds a dusty bottle.
Man.
That's how it is, man.
Nah, bro. Gotta keep it DS. Let it ferment.
So how old you turn today? 18?
18 is crazy. 26, man. 26.
Good.
Oh, bro, that's what's up, man.
So what
Appreciate it, man.
What you about to buy for your birthday? I know you're gonna have to, get yourself a little gift or something. Big spending.
I don't know. I'll figure out what I want. It ain't nothing I really want that bad.
When I was your age,
you wear a size 10.5 in everything?
Huh?
You wear a size 10.5 in everything?
I'm like a 10.5, 11. It all depends on the shoe, really, but yeah, that's my usual size.
I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to put you together a birthday present or something.
Yeah, man, that'll be nice, man. I appreciate it.
That's love, man.
Send him some beaters or something.
What'd you say? Send him what?
Some beaters. Some old
Adidas?
dusty beat up pairs.
Yeah. Oh, some beaters.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be worth the shipping, man. I'd just take them downtown and just give them to somebody.
Salute.
Some beaters is crazy.
Yeah. Jalen, what's got your attention, man? What's the next pair of shoes? What do you think of the Olive Nines?
That's a non-OG classic for me. I definitely want a pair. I always wanted a pair when I was younger and like grammar school. So yeah.
You think they'll sell out?
That's tough, boy. He like thinking hard right now.
Right. Because after
it depends on the stock.
Oh, that's the safe answer.
Yeah.
Respect though.
I mean, after the 14s, it's hard to say.
No. So, hey, they gonna be. That's because they don't make a lot of 14s.
Yeah. They don't make a lot of 9s either.
Make a lot of 9s though. Somewhat. I'll say that they make more 9s than 14s.
See, I said on my review of the Black Toes, I was like, I think the Laneys are the last 14s I remember, and then people named like 3 other pairs since then. I bet you they make more 14s than they do 9s. But they were like, there was the black and white, which were mostly black, like almost looked like an Oreo. There was the wheat, and there was the cool gray 14s, all in between the Laneys and this last pair. But like 9s, I remember seeing the chili red and then the UNCs, right? What else have we seen lately from 9s?
Not that much.
Yeah.
To be honest.
The blue joints, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, universities.
Universities. Yeah.
Hold on, before we go, I just want to pull up the my shoes.
Yeah, them doodle brown nines is if they do the great on the leather quality, it's gonna be crazy, man.
You talking about the olive nines?
Yeah,
Yeah.
doodle browns.
I'm interested in seeing them.
Yeah.
Dang, where are these shoes at, man?
I think they're gonna do well in the streets. You know.
In the rack.
Oh yeah.
Chirac.
They gonna eat them up out here.
Thanksgiving shoe, right?
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
I said that.
Everybody gonna be in their kitchen with them on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is the shoe I need. That's my must cop of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was just crazy.
What is that, like foster children? What's it called?
Foster children. Not
What's that
foster
called,
children.
man? You got Mr. Butter after 11 p.m. Be ready.
Yo, so this shoe right here, it's like this is already like a 90s silhouette or something, right? The Sunder.
Yeah, Sunder Max.
But this colorway, this shit just reminds me of like, I don't know, it just gives me that Nike's 90s feeling, like when they was doing like fresh, like it's not innovative. I don't know. I mean, just I don't know. I just get a good feeling from these shoes. Right here.
Jay, I know exactly what you're saying, and for me, it hits the ACG kind of when there was a period when I was a kid that ACG was the bee's knees, and man, this colorway, the purple morphing into like the pink at the top and then the gray on the toe box. I had a pair of like ACG boots that were kind of like a mid, and it had that exact color scheme. So it hits that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And then it looks like the swoosh on the back is like an orange or a peach. Yeah, they did these right.
Even the grid too. The grid definitely got that.
Yeah,
I think low key the Air Max Sunder, like I was like giving it a hard time when it first dropped, but it's like I feel like it's a good model, man. I think it's a really good shoe.
Oh yeah.
So these for me, I don't know if this is gonna be. I mean, I'm sure they're probably gonna be tough to cop. It doesn't seem like too many people are excited about these, but because it's a collab and all of that, I don't know if it's going to be easy, but this is definitely a shoe I'm checking for.
When are these coming, and what is the name? I know it ain't foster kids.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call them now.
What is it? It's
kids
foster
of immigrants.
to youth?
Yeah.
So they had a date. There was a date floating around for the 21st, but then I just saw somebody saying that they're not dropping on the 21st. So it's probably will be a holiday around Christmas time.
Yeah, man, because there's too much stuff coming out this month.
Yeah.
They're trying to pack it up.
Somebody give the white guy a Colt 45. That's the comment of the night.
James Williams, a real comedian, bro. Salute to him.
Yeah. Oh man,
they got an orange pair, but these to me are harder.
Yeah, way harder.
I like them.
And this is the first pair we've seen too.
Yeah,
but yeah, I need them. I don't know if Kids of Immigrants is like based out of like the UK or something like that. I haven't done my research on the brand, but I just like what they're putting out. I don't really know what the whole message is and everything. I just like these joints. That's all
I was way off on that name.
Because you said that, I just thought about Cortez. How y'all feel about Cortez then? We was talking about UK brands for a moment.
Interesting, yeah, because they're making a lot of noise in the sneaker community right now, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're like in the States at least. I don't think they're like a big name yet.
Okay.
Unless you're like into sneakers, maybe, or you're into like kind of the hype scene or whatever. But
Yeah.
No, they got some traction out here, though.
The U.S. either, right? Cortez.
What's that?
Their releases they don't ship to the U.S. either. I don't believe.
I thought they did. I'm not sure. I've seen people with the 95s, so I don't know how they got them, but
yeah, you know how they had to jump through hurdles. I feel like that's part of it to make it like more difficult to get. You know, it's more of the appeal, the chase.
They dropping
the Cortez shit. I don't really know too much about it. I just see that it's a young dude, like he look cool or whatever. I respect the grind. I don't really know too much about it though.
They dropping the Huarache though, Huarache trainer, gray one.
They look good.
Yeah, I like those. I'm not gonna lie.
We haven't seen them Huarache trainers in a minute, neither, huh?
Wow, bro.
That's again one of them shoes that used to just be everywhere too.
Yeah.
I think didn't Kobe used to rock them?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's cool. I respect the fact that he chose that model to bring back.
Yeah. That was a big shoe in the mid 2000s, like a basketball shoe and lifestyle shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then they have they did have like the trainer and then the basketball version too.
Yeah, it was that 2K5 Huarache. That was the one that everybody was hooping in.
Yep, with the strap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna clip you again.
The 4s was comfortable. I ain't gonna lie. 2K4s.
Yeah, Huaraches. Yeah, as far as comfort goes, that's one of them shoes that you put on and it's like, ooh, this is nice.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Bro, salute to the chat, bro. Kids of immigrants need them. Yeah, the first time I heard about that brand was because Ye had pulled up to like one of their Dover Street Market exhibits or something like that at one point. So it's crazy because Ye be putting me on to a lot of shit, man, throughout the years. So that's just another one.
Same.
This is another one right there. So, but they also the brand. They got some pretty cool stuff though too.
It's out of LA. It's a West Coast.
What, Kids of Immigrant?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, word. All right, cool. See, I didn't know.
Yeah. That's why I've been calling them foster kids.
Cool. I like it even better now.
Yeah,
I assumed it was from the UK because the first promo that they had dropped had this UK like dude. I guess somebody's viral over there doing the promo, but yeah, that's a must cop for JA. Will I be able to get my hands on them? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not paying resale though. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
What's the best Jordan that's going to come out the rest of this year?
Best Jordan? That don't even go together. Sorry.
I'm like that.
There's not that much pairs left.
I mean, there's Black Cement 3s.
That's it.
What about the 11s?
Nah.
They get those every year though. I'm not gonna lie. We get 11s for Christmas.
What else is there? They shouldn't have pushed the black toes. Did you have a reason for why they pushed them?
Fortnite.
Huh?
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, they got to drop the Fortnite collab first. Part of the rollout.
Man.
Fortnite collab dropping on the 12th.
So people can buy them and wear them in the game? Is that what it is?
Hey, I'm going to send you a link to something real quick. I'm going to send it in the group chat.
All right.
But yeah, that's why.
Hey, the Black Cements are the...
You heard anything about people saying the materials are crap for the Black Cements? I mean, I've seen a little bit of buzz about that, but I mean, I'm buying a pair.
I don't know about all that, but I've been looking at a lot of in-hand pictures tonight.
And they look all right.
That leather looks top tier to me.
Okay.
Those reimagines, that quality is crazy on the reimagines. They did it.
Yeah, how are these reimagined though?
Yellow.
Ain't no yellowing on this pair.
There's no yellowing on this pair?
No. I think they kept it OG.
So how is that reimagined?
No,
I'm good with it. I'm good with it being, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Are these actually called reimagines though?
No,
I thought at one point they was calling them reimagined, but I'm probably just tripping.
No, I think you're right though, low key, because there was like a few reimagines that they was doing. And
I don't know.
Probably went back and forth with that.
I think the black toes are reimagined.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the
I don't think the threes are though.
Okay.
They need to make a butter character playing in them black toes. Have my own butter dance.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That'll go a million views.
Oh yeah.
I think they was just I think with the three, they just trying to give them like that 1988 specs and all that, you know.
I still haven't seen a pair yet.
With the higher cut and like the cracking on the elephant print looks a little different.
They've been going crazy on threes the past couple of years. Threes and fours.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, we hit the 2-hour mark. So before we wrap this up though, the question of the night: are the Wu-Tang Dunks sneaker of the year?
No.
That was easy.
No. They're significant.
Yeah.
I give them top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about sneaker of the year. So much stuff has came out this year. So
yeah.
I think it's hard to just name, like, I hate to name a sneaker of the year. I'd rather just go with like a shoe of the year, like and that would go to the Sambas again 2 years in a row.
Oh man.
Man, no.
What?
We need to let you bro.
But you can't just you can't just name like a colorway of the year. It's got to be a shoe to me.
Like a silhouette of the year.
Yes.
No, you can't give it to this.
Dude, you can't do that.
If anything,
my bad. So it was the Jordan 1?
No.
ASIC. If we just going shoe that we've seen the most this year,
the Del Cayano?
The 14s, yep.
Okay, the Cayanos.
Wow. Is that what you're seeing most in New York?
All the time, bro.
I believe it.
All the time.
Bruh, somebody put color of the year as silver.
That's facts. Hey, that's facts.
That's
color of the year.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Oh man.
Salute.
Yeah. Silver.
No, I think that you can have a top 10 sneakers, but then you got to have a silhouette of the year. I think you got to have one silhouette of the year. And
oh man,
I'm gonna challenge y'all to figure out anything that's touched, even coming close to the Samba.
You know what's crazy is before this year, hearing that the military blues and the bread 4s were coming out, I was thinking like, oh, this is the year of the 4. Yeah. But it wasn't, I don't think.
So yeah, last year was the year of the 4s, and then Nike's too late to the party, and then they tried to make it this year, but it was last year.
him seeing AE1s.
The AE1s were hot too.
Get in the room. You were in the hallway. You not going there. Come on.
So yeah, looks like we done hit the 2-hour mark. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up episode 3. Supreme. You know what I'm saying? We would love to have you back. Hopefully next week. You know what I'm saying? Bringing some good combos.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yeah, man. Good meeting you, bro.
Likewise, bread and butter. Good to meet you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Jay, good meeting you too, bro. More life, more blessings out there, bro.
You already know.
Sir.
All right, well, we'll catch up with y'all.
We are covering a cool demographic when you consider the areas that are represented just here. And I'm sure in the chat real quick before we're done, throw in where you're watching from. I would just be interested. Because, I mean, I'm from West Virginia. JA, you're down south. We got Big Bucks representing Chi-Town. Chirac.
Yeah, Chirac.
We got New York City. That's pretty cool. We got Texas, Berlin, Ohio, North Dallas. Let's go.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Kentucky? Yeah, that's dope, man. Honestly, I got nothing but love for everybody in here. I love being a part of this. I hope we keep this going. I think that we could really get a cool group of people that genuinely just like shoes. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna retire off of them, but like some shoes look real cool, and I think that's a cool bond to unite us all. You know what I mean?
True.
Definitely. Yeah. Mr. Butters for president.
Yeah. Vote Butter.
Hurry up for the poll close. Get out there.
Right. Get there. Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all, man. Episode 3 in the books. Catch us next Tuesday. Same time.
Yes, sir.
You guys already know what time it is. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace, chat. Love, chat.
Have a good night.
Love, chat, man. All right, y'all.